Hey everyone, Kyle here from Jaaxy. Today I'm going to be walking you through the process of using Jaaxy for your niche research and niche revelation as well. If you don't have a particular niche or you're looking for an idea for a website, Jaaxy is an excellent tool for that. And I'm also going to be showing you how you can expand upon your research within a given niche, assuming that you already have a website and you're looking for ideas for keywords and categories and how to build out your website in a way that's going to lead to more traffic. So I'm going to be covering both those elements and showing you how to become a niche expert using Jaaxy. So if you don't have an existing niche that you're within, say you don't have a website and you're looking for an idea for a website that you're going to be building a business within, one of the main features within Jaaxy that can help you out with this is the brainstorm feature, and you'll find that under the search tab. The very last link is the brainstorm link. So I'm on the brainstorm page right now, and what this does is it goes through Google, Yahoo, Alexa, Amazon, and Twitter, and comes up with the hottest trends right now. And this is updated on a daily basis, so these are going to change all the time based on what's popular now. So you can get a lot of different ideas on particular products, niches, categories on this page here. And if you wanted to add these to your brainstorm queue, which is a tab over here that you can actually search from over within the keywords section. You can simply click the plus arrow here, or you can add your own brainstorm ideas up here as well, and these will add these to the brainstorm queue. Just for clarity, I'm going to just head over to the keyword tab here and show you where the brainstorm queue is. So if over here to the right, you'll see related and then a link to brainstorm. Click that, and these are all your ideas. So once you have your ideas that you've collected within the brainstorm area, I tend to go over the keyword tab and then start performing keyword research. Say I wanted to narrow down my niche to something more specific, which is always a good idea. I'll head over to the keyword tab and do a little bit more research on it. So another thing that I use to come up with niche ideas is Amazon.com, which obviously is the biggest online shopping marketplace in the world, and they have an amazing amount of categories on their site that you can leverage to come up with your own ideas. So I'm going to head over there when I get back, and I'm going to show you exactly how I use Amazon to come up with some ideas. So here I am over at Amazon.com. You can use Amazon.ca, .co.uk, whatever you want. Any version of Amazon is going to work fine. And at the left here, you're going to see departments, and I can see the full store directory if I click there, and it's going to give me a lot of different ideas. Right here alone, I have a bunch of ideas that I could expand upon. If I mouse over, you're going to see these change, and I can narrow down these categories over here. But I'm just going to go to the full store directory just to show you, how many large categories there are. Within any of these given categories, there's much smaller categories as well. In this case, I'll just click one of these. I'll click men's grooming just to see what's inside of here. So up here you're going to notice that there's a lot of different things. Shavers, manual shavers, electric shavers, groomers and trimmers, shave creams and gels. All those alone could be niches in themselves and lucrative businesses as either an affiliate or as a merchant. Right down below you're going to see skincare cleansers, eye creams, exfoliators. So what I'm going to do here, just as an example, is I'm going to take a few of these keywords or niches and add them to the brainstorm tab over here. So I'm going to go over here and add manual shavers as a brainstorm item to my queue. I'm going to add men's cologne. I'll just add to my brainstorm queue. So obviously you want to be within a niche or a category that you're interested in. It will lead to a much more successful business that way, but I just want to prove a point of how you can take any one of these categories and come up with a much more relevant niche. I'll just choose one more here. I'll choose hair loss as my additional one. I actually click that to narrow it down even more. So I'm going to choose something a bit more relevant even within this overall category. I'm going to choose hair loss treatments as another brainstorm idea. So hair loss treatments, and I'm going to add that to the brainstorm queue. And now I have 3 that I've added here. Obviously you can see I have a bunch more that I've added over time, and your brainstorm ideas might grow, but it's a good idea to have record of these because you can always refer back to them if you need an idea for a website or a niche. So it's always a good idea to have that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over to the keyword tab here and over to the brainstorm link on the right here, and that's going to bring up all my brainstorm queue, including my latest 3 that I've added. So now if I wanted to do further research on these, I could make these my niche websites if I wanted to, or I could expand upon them by simply clicking it. So now I clicked on hair loss treatments, and now it's going to perform some more research on this. So I could use this data either refine my niche and come up with something even more specific, or I could start doing my keyword research for my website that I will be building out within that particular niche. And then you can narrow it down even further by clicking on these, and you can start saving keywords to your keyword list. So that's how I typically go about coming up with ideas. There's many different ways you can do it. You could be reading a magazine and you could have an idea for a niche, and you could simply add it to come into Jaaxy and add it to your brainstorm queue. You could be out and about shopping even and come up with ideas, and you can add them to your brainstorm queue. And again, Jaaxy is usable from any mobile device, so even when you're out of your house, you can use Jaaxy for your keyword research, and you can you could store ideas from wherever you're at, as long as you have an internet connection. So that's pretty cool stuff there. And so the next thing I'm going to get into here is showing you how to break down a niche once you have chosen it. Hypothetically, you would have a website at that point, and you would be trying to narrow down your niche and come up with keyword concepts to build out your content and to build out your business. So that's what I'm going to be getting into next, and I'm going to be focusing on the idea of starting broad with your niche and keyword research, and then narrowing it down to something more specific. So I'm going to be getting right into that here. So here's again a list of my brainstorm niches, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these and narrow it down. Obviously these are quite broad, the topics, so I'm going to choose men's cologne, and I'm going to narrow it down and show you how I would go about building out some keyword lists, which then in turn I would turn into content on my website, which would lead to rankings and traffic and obviously opportunity. So here I've gotten a lot of ideas in respect to men's cologne samples, gift sets, like particular brands like Armani, Versace, Eau Cologne, cheap cologne for men, best colognes for men. So I have a lot of broader ideas which I can then narrow down. If I do a sort here, which is available within the enterprise account, which I'm using, I can narrow it down and get some low competition keywords. Men cologne clearance, cheap cologne men. These are all very low competition. Men cologne gift sets, very low competition keywords. Anything under 300 is a low competition keyword in terms of SEO. So there's a lot of good ones in here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take best colognes men, and I'm going to narrow it down even further. So basically what I'm doing here is I'm digging into a particular niche and getting more specific with every search I do. So here are another set of keywords, and as you can see, all of the results are automatically coming up, and that's what happens with an enterprise account. Within the pro and free accounts, it's much more manual. You have to actually click a button to see the results. So you can see how much time it saves. It's almost instant that I'm getting all this powerful data. So best clones min. So what I might want to start doing at this point is building lists of keywords. So I'm going to sort by QSR again because that's the metric that I'm most in after as an SEO marketer here, and I want to know the exact competition in Google so I can start building out my website in a way that's going to get ranked and obviously lead to traffic. So I'm going to start adding keywords to a keyword list. So 10 best perfumes for men. So I'm going to just expand upon this because one thing you want to make sure when you're doing keyword research is that the final search that you do is on a keyword that actually makes sense. The last thing you want to do is research keywords or add keywords when they don't make sense. It's very difficult to create content around a keyword that's grammatically incorrect. So your final search should be on a keyword that makes sense. And in this case, 10 best perfumes for men, not 10 best perfumes men as it comes up here. These results are going to come up and come up regularly because Google, Bing, and Yahoo all use an instant strategy when you do research in them, and this is to simplify the process for the person doing the actual search. But for your purposes as a marketer, you want to perform the final search on the keyword that makes sense. In this case, 10 best perfumes for men makes sense and is an excellent keyword. So I'm gonna create a list here called best men's cologne. So that's a new list, and that keyword is going to be added. And I'm just going to close because I'm going to want to add more keywords to it. As you can see, I've come up with a lot of other keywords here. Top 10 male perfumes is another one. And I could add others to this keyword list as well, but I'm just going to add this one here. And if I go to the existing list, you're going to see best men's cologne is there. So I'm just going to save that. So I've added 2 keyword lists that are excellent. They have low QSR and they get pretty good traffic as well. So these definitely fit my criteria, and those are quality keywords. So what I could do is do research on another keyword here. I could do men cologne gift sets, and I could expand my research into that as well. I usually like to open up another tab. You can see I just overwrote my initial search here within that tab. I usually like to open up another one so I can take my existing list and expand upon it within other tabs. But you can research it any way that you like and what makes the most sense to you. So as you can see, I've come up with another list of over 30 keywords related to gift sets. So now I could create a keyword list relating to just gift sets, or I could add it to the existing keyword list. If I sort by QSR, you're going to see there's a ton of awesome keywords that I can do. And again, I would do my final keyword research on the keyword that makes sense grammatically. Finally, I just want to discuss the domain feature, which is big for people that are getting into niches, because with every niche that you're in, you want to have a specific domain for. A lot of people like keyword-rich domains, and Jaaxy is brilliant at coming up with domain names for this, and offering a visual as to what's available and what's not available in terms of the .com, .net, and .org domains, which are the 3 best domain names or top-level domains for getting ranked in search engines. As you can see, there is a lot that are available, and if you've ever tried to research a website domain name, it can take hours to come up with a domain, and this is going to really refine the research process and make it that much more efficient for you when you're trying to come up with domains. You can see everything that's available over here on the right. So say if I wanted to get into the men's cologne niche, I might want something a bit broader, but that's highly relevant. So best men. So as I look down here, you can see a lot of different keywords. bestcolognemen.com is available. cheapcologne.org is available, which is pretty amazing. And if I scroll down here, men perfume sale, men cologne sale, best men cologne. So all these .coms are available, and like I said, if you were to try to do this sort of research when you're getting into a niche, this sort of thing can take hours, but it literally takes seconds and a few searches in Jaaxy to come up with some amazing domain names. And over the years, I've handpicked domains that I never thought or could imagine would be available. Jaaxy was able to come up with these domains in such an efficient manner that I was able to come up with the ideas for them, which I probably would have never done. So it's an excellent tool for coming up with your domains for any given niche. And so I just wanted to mention that, because a domain name can really hinge your business on being one that's successful and one that's not. And if you can get a broad and very brandable domain name, in particular a .com, a .net, or .org, you can really be that much more successful with your niche website. So yeah, that's the process of using Jaaxy for your niche research, and also digging down within your niches, and also finding domains within a given niche. I hope you've really enjoyed this training, and thank you very much for watching.